Welcome back, everybody. It's time for more WPC Dota 2 action. I'm not alone, of course, as always was, as with the last game at least. I'm going to be joined by Winter. How are you doing, buddy? How was your dinner?
Didn't have time for that.
Oh, I've screwed you over. You're going hungry into this last series.
Yeah, have to send me some food.
All right. Well, you can add it to the dim sums that I owe you. It'll just be an ever-building food amount that I owe you.
Yeah,
But
you're keeping me hungry. Not feeding me, not keeping me in the best condition.
look, here's the plan, Winter. You win the TI4, or you get to TI4. I buy you meals there, and we'll call it square.
Okay,
And then you win TI4, and then you buy me meals. More expensive meals.
okay. Sounds like
Alright,
a good plan.
we're on. Alright, we're also on for our last best of two for today. Vici Gaming up against Titan. Titan have just lost 4 games in a row in WPC. 2 today, 2 yesterday, losing to Newbie and LGD. Before that, they were 9-1 though, so they've taken a turn for the worse. The going has gotten tough for them.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen Vici play recently. This is gonna be since a long time. I last saw our TK's team play. I'm not very sure whether it's still DK, IG, Vici, and LGD, or the strengths of the team have been switched up a bit. Maybe it's still at the same at the top. DK and IG are still the best. I don't know about the difference between Vici and LGD right now.
I think Vici Gaming, when they have a new strategy that they've prepared that other teams aren't good at dealing with, I feel like they're like one of the best teams in China because that's where they won EMS with the Bristleback. They've beaten DK a lot in the past, like just when they have like a new strategy that teams aren't ready for. But once teams figure them out, they seem to not do as well. They're a
Yeah,
bit
you
more
need to
inconsistent.
keep switching up your stuff. Just look at
Yeah,
DK. Every game they play differently. Suddenly this game you see them do a Zeus Spectre Fury combination. Then the next game they do some IO and Vengeful Spirit support rotating around. The Venge starts with the boots, then they just rotate around with the Venge
yeah.
and the IO.
Well, we'll see what we get this game around. There's going to be Titan over on the Radiant side. It looks like Vici Gaming playing on the Dire. And a first pick Nature's Prophet coming out. So they don't get the Centaur, but they'll gladly take the higher Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, they're giving away the A and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, so it'll be what, AA Shadow Shaman, you think? Especially on the Dire side, Shadow Shaman great with the Roshannon. Yeah, they do go AA Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, but Titan will be having their more. I would say these are the two picks that they are very comfortable with: the Prophet off lane and the Sand King semi jungling.
Did they
Okay,
pick Sand
jungling.
King second? Okay, it hadn't shown up yet for me. You're spoiling picks
Oops.
again, Winter.
Okay, I forgot I'm supposed. Okay, this is on me.
Ah, okay. It's all your fault. They go Prophet Sand King. Well, yeah, this is where they do best. Net on the Sand King, a higher on Prophet. I feel like
Yeah,
you say, this is an okay trade for them.
they'll be looking like to try and snatch up the Rubik for partnering the Sand King. I think that's the best combination. I see Titan play Rubik and Sand King together. Both of these supports are very strong late game as well, mid game, late game, instant
Okay.
disables, and they like to go for these two picks a lot. They never run Sand King and Chen together, as I know. They don't actually do that.
Well,
I've never seen them do it. They usually just do if they want to do Chen or Enchantress, they'll pick like bench CM
yeah.
or
I'm trying to think.
something else
Trying
instead
to think
of
what else
Sand
they've run
King.
with the Sand King. They maybe did Enchantress once in the WPC with the Sand King, but
Okay,
generally you're right. It is the Rubik,
Rubik and Sand King together. That's their
Rubik Sand
favorite.
King. I think they did Disruptor Sand King
Yeah,
once.
Disruptor Sand King is also very strong.
Yeah, they were against like a offlane Darkseer and just completely crushed him. But we'll see what it's gonna be. Ember Spirit gets banned up by Titan. They had enough of the Ember Spirit after losing last game, so we'll see what they get this. I'm surprised Titan banned out the Bat Rider. Did they see Vici Gaming earlier today with Bat Rider? Like you should be like
No,
wanting to give the Bat Rider away.
only one reason. If you're first pick and you take out the Bat Rider, you want something else. You want the Prophet.
Yeah. I'm surprised because of how much ROTK fed with that hero earlier today. He did not do too well. But we'll see what the Nyx Assassin's still in the pool, probably the big offlane hero for ROTK as far as what's left. He still likes Clockwork a lot too. We see quite a lot of
Yeah,
Clockwork from him.
I personally like Clockwork and a lot as well.
Yeah, they synergize well.
And not to mention, if Clockwork is on the enemy team of the AA, Clockwork is like one of those heroes that punishes supports like Shadow Shaman and AA. Very easy to pick off, and if you don't do anything before the fight starts, you're just basically gonna waste because like they need a lot of experience and time to farm their items. So Clockwork is just the perfect position 3 hero to just stick out these two supports.
Yep. Okay, so we'll see what it's going to be. What do you think Titan want to go for here? They're not going to. I love how all these Chinese teams have picked up on the clinch
Maybe,
band.
maybe, I guess it would be a Naga plus Prophet. Oh,
Oh my
jeez.
gosh. Yeah,
Jeez.
they've had a bit of a tough road so far. Maybe they want to go for something a bit cheesy like that.
That's actually not that easy though. You imagine if you pick a Naga and Prophet, you're going in for the long game. It's not
Yeah.
easy.
You've got to make sure like if you do Naga mid Prophet offlane, you have to make sure whatever your carry is, it's a good early game hitting aggression because that's where
Yeah,
your
space
opponents try win it
space
early.
creators, you
Yeah.
call them. You need like 3 to 4 space creators.
You get like a Slack or something maybe, or I don't know what else you'd go for. Okay, we're going to see an ROTK Clockwork. They love their Clockwork. And Clockwork good on the dire side, especially because you can channel the creeps into the trees very easily to guarantee yourself some experience. So
Prophet, level 1 you skill the TP. You TP towards the trees there and tangle away that tree. Nice strat.
Ah.
I've seen a lot of teams do it with Lone Druid. You send the bear with a quelling blade over
Yeah.
to just chop off that tree.
Yeah. Well, Clockwork, for a second I thought he was doing really well. He had a full green bar on the Chinese stream, but he is 0-3 in WPC. Not that it means that much. It's just like he's only played three games. I wouldn't blame that all on the Clockwork.
I think that hero has sort of fallen off a bit after a lot of new offlaners have been introduced, especially like the Centaur. Chinese
Yeah.
team like the Centaurs a lot more than the Clockwork. Clockwork's like particularly only picked up a lot by Vici Gaming. ROTK likes that hero.
Yes, it is. It's very. It suits their style a bit. Not to mention, like you said, it does synergize well with the AA. RTK likes to go in big, and that's where a hero like Clockwork gets you into the fight, sets things up, and RTK doesn't really care if he feeds for the sake and for the good of his team. A hero
You
like
think
a
he
Nyx
doesn't
Assassin.
care? you think
What's that?
you think he doesn't really care that he
Nah,
just
he's like, look, guys, I'll die as long as we win the team fight. That's RTK for you.
Oh, I mean the team fight. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Team
yeah,
fight
yeah.
is usually position 3. It's just you just throw your body, especially if you're a Clockwork. You just throw your body in and hope for the best, and you
Yeah.
don't expect to come out alive.
And he doesn't even care when he dies in the offlane. He's like, look, guys, I died, but I got like all this experience, all this farm. Like it was worth it. Like that to me is RTK. Like he has this like look, he has this. It was always worth it kind of mentality. Like it's
He
except
got
when it's not
something.
worth it.
He got something done.
Yeah, created space. He's the ultimate space creator.
If they ganked me, they're not ganking Super, and Super's on some core hero.
Yeah. Well, speaking of core heroes, Morphling going to be the pickup for Vici Gaming. So generally a hero that Sylar plays. We'll have to see if it's going to be the mid Morphling that a lot of the Western teams like to do, or if it's just going to be a
Oh
safe lane
yeah,
farming Morphling.
if you get a very good if you get a very good 1 versus 1 matchup in the solo mid, I think he is a very similar to Naga Siren solo middle. You can't really lose your lane. You're just going to be power farming, and you can even be more greedy in that sense. You run the Morphling middle, and you can run something like a Storm or Slardar, which requires a lot of farm and safety at the start to be on the safe lane instead of the Morphling.
Yeah. Well, for Titan, you know what they've been playing a lot against Morphling? They've been picking OD almost every time
Oh
they've
yeah,
seen them
oh,
versus Morphling, they go OD.
Odie is super good against Morphling.
Yeah.
Two reasons, because like the orb does a lot of damage to your replicate, and
Yeah.
Morphling doesn't have the highest intelligence, and the reason number 2 is like OD builds Hex, so you can deal with the Morphling later on in the game.
Yes. So
This is Lone Druid.
the
Lone
KYX are
Druid,
here.
push.
Yeah. Push. They can still get the OD last if they want to.
That might be a bit of too much. OD, you're running OD, Lone Druid, and Prophet, a lot of
Yeah.
farm, and Sand King is gonna be the semi jungler.
They need the space grid. Ned doesn't spend that as much time in the jungle as other Sand King players, though.
He
I've seen
does.
he ganks quite a bit. Like he'll often go fast boots and try and get kills for his team.
Their last hero has to be a tempo controller for Titan. I don't think they'll go for OD in this situation. Now,
Okay.
if they want to go for OD, it's very, very greedy, and Vici Gaming can they can use something like a clockwork and another tempo controller. They run only one core themselves as a morphling, and they use the double controller, the double tempo controller to just rotate around and keep catching and keep ganking. Since Titan went, if that would have been the case if Titan went for OD 3 core, which I think too greedy. OD and Bear together is just super greedy.
Yeah.
And not to mention your offlane is already a profit.
Okay. Well, what do you think they want to go for as far as like a space creators for Yamate that goes then?
Alchemist could be also not bad. Alchemist or Beastmaster,
Yeah.
I feel.
Do you think Lone Druid they often play in mid lane though? They don't actually play him in the safe lane very much.
Depending on matchup as well. Yet again, if they find that Yamate's hero can't get a favorable matchup in solo mid, then why not just put KYXY there?
Yeah.
Why not?
Alright. Well, we'll see what the go is going to be here as we get into our last couple of bans here. Alchemist banned up by Titan, and that's obviously here. Vici Gaming love to run in the mid lane, often on one of Super's I'd say better heroes. Not to say he's always
I
go-to
like
hero.
his Storm the best.
His what?
His Storm.
Yeah, that was also banned out. So no Storm, no Alchemist. He goes onto a Templar Assassin, which says Morphling tri-lane, TA mid. This pretty much reveals Vici Gaming's lanes, and this is the last time Titan played Lone Druid. It was against a TA in the mid lane, so I think they may want to send Lone Druid mid, but that's unless they want to go for something like a hard counter, like put your Venom mid against the TA or something.
Yeah, that could be a good option for them, but they are on the dire side. They have TA, they have Shadow Shaman. Huh, easy rush.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I already see the last hero.
I don't, so... Oh, I don't yet. I'm Disciplined Winter, unlike you.
What?
Venomancer! I'm right! Haha! Do you believe me? Did I cheat?
No, you didn't cheat. You're a
Okay.
legit.
Alright.
You're legit. Your answer was legit. Your predictions.
It's gonna be a Yamate... I mean, Yamate just hasn't played Veno throughout the tournament, but he'll say, look, no problem, I got
He
this.
played this hero before in the past.
Yeah.
Like Veno is a good like pace creator, like tempo creator for. It fits their lineup in the sense like Veno might not have a stun, might not have the best ganking potential, but he's going to be able to create a lot of pressure pushing and pressuring towers, and the Prophet can just they can use the Prophet to TP into either the Venom's lane early on or the Lone Druid's lane to take down a quick tower.
Okay. Well, we'll hop ourselves into the game. This second and final series. Well, second series for Titan, the final series for today. It's the third series of all today. It's going to be Titan up against Vici Gaming. And, well, this time around, Winter, I'll let you introduce your Malaysian brothers. I'll start with the dire side. It's going to be Vici Gaming with ROTK playing the Clockwork in the off lane. We've got Fenrir playing a support Ancient Apparition, FY on the support Shadow Shaman, Super on the solo mid Templar Assassin. That leaves Sylar on the farming carry Morphling.
And for my Malaysian friends on the Radiant side, we have Ohio playing his Prophet, Yamate on the Veno, KYXY on Lone Druid, Xting on Rubik, and Nat this time on the Sand King. So you would expect a lot of tree hugging.
Yeah, he's got the boots first, so gets that extra bit of movement speed as well as killing potential, but I have to see if they get this D-ward off, because Clockwork immediately ran bottom lane, got down this Observer ward to help him out in the off lane.
Yeah, this is very hard to D-ward, I feel, because the potential position of the wards will be either here,
Yeah.
or here. There's too many points you can get. You have to guess when the offlane gets a boots and just runs in to place the ward and you don't see. Most of the time you would know there's already a ward there, but there's 3 positions and sometimes it's even here. There's too many potential positions, and sentry, you don't want to waste your sentries too much on
It's
that.
like and if you guess, it's like 50-50 whether you get
It's
it
not
or
even
not.
50-50, dude. It's like
1 in 3?
1 in 3 or 1 in 4.
Wow. I mean, you can
So,
put
okay,
a sentry
one
that
in
covers like, if you put a sentry like here-ish,
Yeah,
it covers
yeah,
at least
yeah.
3 of those spots.
Yeah, at least 2. It's either 2 here or here. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
3.
But it
including
never, like, that never covers this bottom spot. And this bottom spot's probably one of the most common spots, I think. But
Yeah.
as soon as you don't use this spot and you use like a spot higher up, the spots higher up are actually better, but they're not used because they're more often dewarded, I guess.
Oh, the Lone Druid, he's gonna eat the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they're gonna do.
Oh, pops Tango on through, gets the gets the creep wave out, so he'll be good. Nicely played.
Ah. I thought he would have actually done it before the wave already spawned, because like this
That's
way
true.
the Clockwork still gets 1 wave of experience regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, but still okay.
Well, meanwhile, mid lane, this is the Veno vs TA matchup, and this is always a tough matchup for TA, but
It
it's
is.
still it's still manageable. Like, you're not gonna just outright get destroyed. Like, I think Venom wins the matchup, but it's still like okay.
Uh, whether you get destroyed or not depends on the rune luck and secondly the rotations of
Yeah.
either team supports. If one gank lands on the TA, he's just going to get screwed the whole lane.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
There's no smoke from Rubik. Rubik had to buy, I think, Courier, Sentries, and Observerwood since Net started with boots, and that means there's no smoke up. So should be
Did they
fairly
actually
safe.
see it? Oh yeah, I think they saw it because the ward actually spotted net before and now it spots Exting. They know there's no smoke on both
Yeah.
of the supports.
Okay. And RTK coming in, being annoying here, tries to go for a Cogs burn, not going to get it, but he's just going to try leech as much experience as possible.
Be that annoying pest.
Yeah. Oh. He's level 2.5, almost hitting level 3 already, so not a bad start for the Vici Gaming offlane player, and he gets oh
That is wow,
oh he got the regen but gets burned again.
no, it's still okay. Like that, it's still okay for our TK.
Yeah, well the regen gets wasted by Net, which forces out of clarity. So yeah, that's really good for RTK.
He can strut up the lane right now to take levels. He knows the Sand King has no mana.
Yeah, he'll have mana soon enough, but
It's gonna take a while.
damage is done.
Yeah.
And Ahayo's unable to lane in the
He
offlane.
even got the D-ward.
Oh man. Did he just bring out the Sand? Because I think he actually saw the Sand King go plant that, because his observer had spotted the Sand King go plant it.
He saw it with his observer ward. That's just very good play.
And he's coming in, leeching more experience.
He is actually beating the Venom on last hits.
Wow. Yamate, please.
He's actually going for 2 Gale. I think 2 Poison Sting is better. Even though Gale doesn't do damage, but level 2 Sting, which is what gives you the reflection, the damage to take away the reflection.
Yamate's a consistent mid player, but he never really dominates his lanes that much. I feel like he's not that. His actual like mechanics compared to someone like KYXY is nowhere near as impressive.
Yeah, but he's very good at decision making.
Yeah.
That I do not.
I still feel as a mid player you have to be able to like win a last inning matchup like this Venom vs TA matchup.
I don't think you win the last hit that much. It's just about how you control the lane. After that, you can get away with the last hit.
Yeah.
I think the starting field wave is not that easy for the Venom to outlast hit the TA. But right after you get, I usually think that like I get level 4. When I have level 4, either I have 2 Gale and 2 Sting. Then the TA can't really come close to me. But some players would just go for more wards since you can just push out the lane with the wards and just control the rune. You can still beat the TA that way.
Yeah. Well, he's gone for a second point in the wards now, so it's 2 Gale, 1 Sting, 2 Ward, and TA just 2 shots of Ward here, hoping to get a 4-minute rune. And
What? What? Okay, this is very weird. I thought he was like going for more instinct, but his Sting is not going to take away the reflection now.
RTK says, thank you, I'll take this rune, and it's a DD rune, and he also has a bottle up now in the clockwork, so rune denied from Titan.
He's just 11 last hits compared to the Furion. Furion has 2. That's how.
Yeah, top lane, High may go down. He's getting ganked up here. He's going to go down. Ancient Apparition getting the last hit here. First blood goes Vici Gaming's way.
This is such a good start for Vici Gaming. Offlane going well for the King RTK, and they got a first blood on Ohio.
The King RTK is just beast moding bottom lane. And it's honestly one of those scenarios where even if RTK like died or something, he would just be like, look, I got experience space created. But he hasn't even died here. He's gotten so much out of this lane, pushed the limits, and stayed alive.
2 reasons was because like the one was the Sand King, and the second reason is the Lone Druid is the safe lane carry. Lone Druid at the start can't help his supports kill the clockwork. So he was able to get a lot done.
KYXY has Midas Gold in just a second, which I think he'll pick up.
Yeah, I think he will probably go for Midas.
If he wanted, like, otherwise he would have bought at least boots by now if he was going for a straight, like, phase boots or radiant.
Yeah, I think he would have gone for phase boots if he didn't want the Midas.
We'll resummon his bear here, so better make sure he doesn't die anytime soon, but he should be fine. The support's both standing at top lane, so Midas coming out now, basically. So it'll be like a 6-minute Midas by the time it gets
there. No, look at the TA. The TA is just doing so well against the Venom. This is, if you pick a Venom and this happens, you basically wasted the pick to counter the TA already.
Yeah. And Venom's still an alright hero, like he's a good mech buyer, can just keep this lane pushed out, but like you should be winning this matchup a lot.
At least by a little bit. This is like losing.
What's happened to Yamate? This guy used to be like the king of the mid lane, but doesn't feel like that's the case anymore.
Yamate and Mushi, king and queens.
Yeah, well, Mushi has just kicked him off that throne, I tell you that. I don't know. Mushi's found a new partner over in China.
Radiant's
Oh,
middle
there's
tower
a new
is
king.
under attack.
Yeah. Well, RTK is gonna. Ooh, actually comes in. He sees a courier here. Not gonna be able to kill that one, but I think he's actually a bit
Radiant's
worried
top
that the
tower
courier
is under
scouted him out,
attack.
so he doesn't want to go for this neutral.
Yeah, and they're gonna be able to proceed to try and take down the top lane. Oh, this is really bad for them already. If they're gonna lose map control. The other sides with the better pushing lineup, and they're gonna lose the tower first.
Yeah. Salah has the Bassi ring on, and there's nothing to defend this, I don't think. Lone Druid can't really come in. Sanking could TP, but he's just level 3.
Usually you see this moment for Ohio would teleport this position, pull the wave back. Usually, but this game he's not able to do it.
Are fortified.
Yep. Well, he's trying to work on a Midas of his own, but he's a long ways away, and
Radiant's
well,
top
you mentioned the
tower
tier 1
is
tower
under
going
attack.
down. It looks like Vici Gaming just gonna
Oh,
with
middle.
ease. Right click
Middle
it.
lane.
Femur's okay.
Dire's middle tower.
Oh, he doesn't have Sprout.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And Morphling, Silo, the hero, of course, you'd want to get the tower. He does get it, so.
Oh, KYXY is not getting anything. Naked Relic, maybe?
Naked Radiance Rush.
Yeah, probably Naked Radiance.
What do you think about the Naked Radiance Rush?
I feel that it's good if you have a good advantage early on to push down the towers. The early Radiance, because like if you don't get it with the Midas actually only slows the Radiance by a few minutes, like 2 to 3 to 4. You don't actually slow it by that much.
Yeah.
That's why players still go for the Midas into Radiance. It doesn't slow you that much, and it gives you a lot of levels.
Oh.
So I don't think it affects them that much not going. Going for the Midas. He's still gonna have it very quick.
Yeah.
And it gives you the stronger late game with the Midas. Or
Vici Gaming will be expecting the Radiance. They see it coming.
Oh my god, he got only level 1 power shot. He tried to click on the cliff, I guess. Then he didn't
One
make
rocket
it.
player will finish him off.
Oh, he's gonna oh, he can't barrel shot and TP. He doesn't
Deny?
have mana.
He'll
Oh,
deny
he doesn't have
himself.
mana. He needs to deny.
Well, that's...
He could have TP'd out. He was safe already.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It was a bit... I guess he doesn't know whether Clockwork's level 6 or not. RTK was on the high ground there, so if he's 6, maybe he hits a hook shot or something, I guess. But
Yeah.
doesn't have
safety.
doesn't have the ability to like check everything.
But at the moment, looking at the CS, it's very even. Solo mates are very even. Safe lanes are very even. The difference maker is the Clockwork and the Prophet. Our TK is just so much more ahead than the Prophet here in this game. 5-0 Prophet, 23-1 our TK. And they down the first tower, tier 1 tower at top. Got the first blood. Wow, Vici Gaming is just having this early game all on their hands right now.
Yeah. And we'll have to see if they're ready for this Radiance. They know it's coming. They'll see this Lone Druid with no items at 9 minutes in, and there's only really one reason to do that.
Yep, there's only one reason.
He's got a 9-minute relic though. That's impressive.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But well, is it going to be enough here? Titan in trouble in the mid lane. Icebar's going to be off the... Oh, catches out the Venom. Doesn't catch out a Hayo, unfortunately.
Oh, they got the last hit on the tower with the Treants.
Treants combined with the Plague Lords helping get that tower last hit. And Vici Gaming, they swung 5 heroes into the mid lane.
But they managed to kill a very valuable target. The Veno is not your common support Veno. This Veno is a very high level Veno. It's a lot of experience for everyone.
Slow down his mech as well, most likely.
Yeah, he's most likely going to be the mech buyer, or they want him to get something like a Necrobook and the Prophet goes for the mech. I don't know, but it's gonna be down to... I think the Veno will get a Necrobook and the Prophet will get a Necrobook this game.
Okay. Tower mid going down. Morphling also getting another last hit. KYX in trouble at bottom lane.
Wow. He's going on him alone? Oh, Ice Blast not gonna hit.
Yeah, he's gonna just TP out to be safe here. Super.
Oh, that's a very good play from Super, driving the Lone Druid back to base. That's a very good play.
KYXO can still make his way to the neutrals, I guess, to finish off the Radiant.
But that was a lot of time, like at least 1 minute wasted, not fun.
Yeah.
30 to 40 seconds. That's actually really good for Super to know that the Lone Druid doesn't have boots and he's in a state that he's very weak at.
Yeah. He's gonna walk his way back out to the lane here. He'll take mid lane though.
Sure. That's really crucial. Even if by 1 minute you slow down the Radiance, it helps your team so much.
Yeah. Well, KYXY goes into ulti form, and we'll see what Morphling was building a Lincoln Sphere. I imagine he's pretty close to it. Is there... No, just the Tread's Perseverance with an Aquila.
Not really. He's not going greedy. He went for Aquila, Perseverance, Treads. and even a magic wand. Like he's getting ready himself to participate in fights. If you go for this build, you're able to participate in fights as long as your team takes it at the tower. You're not that weak. You're actually quite strong.
It doesn't even have to be like, yeah, even before his Lincoln Sphere, he can fight really
Yeah,
well.
Vici is gonna just smoke up right now.
Are they going for the Lone Druid? They know he's almost got the Radiance, but Lone Druid's playing safe. He's going to swing towards
They
the top lane.
have another option to go for the Roche. The wards are almost up.
They want to slow down this Radiance. And...
Yeah, they want to slow down the
You
Radiance.
talk about like he got this relic at
he
9
already has
minutes,
it, right?
but
He already has it? Oh no, not yet.
No.
400.
this Radiance has been a lot
Radiant's
slower
bottom
than the
tower
relic
is
farm
under
because
attack.
he's lost that bottom lane. Or like he can't go back to the bottom lane. He doesn't have boots, so moving around the map is really slow and inefficient. But
Yeah. But he's still gonna get it at top. He's gonna have it like 13 minutes, 12 and a half.
trouble. Rocket Flare going to scout out net here. There is a hook shot available, but he can always just burrow strike out of the cogs if he gets caught. And
Oh.
Extinct, he's hidden
Venom
as
doesn't-
well.
Venom doesn't have ulti yet. This could be
Oh,
huge. if they
RTK?
take it. Yeah.
He knows Extinct's here. Telekinesis already being used, and this means there's no way out of the cogs if he gets trapped in it. Not going to matter. He pops a battery assault. May look for a hook shot here. Net's going for a TP. Hook shot in. It's going to catch out the Venomancer, and he's going to take a fall. 2 for nothing at the bottom lane. Tier 1 tower will go down to the Serpent Ward. Easy pickings for Vici Gaming.
Radiant structures
The king.
are fortified.
Yeah,
The king.
this game, RTK so
He's-
far. MVP
he's so
for the
far
team.
still, yeah, he's so far still the
Radiant's
MVP
bottom
of this
tower
game.
has fallen.
Without a doubt, he did so much in that offlane. He created so much space, he distracted the supports, he got so much farm and levels out of the offlane as a clockwork, and, well, it helps he was against a Lone Druid who didn't even go boots.
definitely.
Like, when a Lone
Definitely.
Druid doesn't go boots, your lane is so much easier.
But that's why now he doesn't have boots, he has a 12-minute Radiance.
Yeah. Now the fun begins for KYXY. He needs to pick up the double boots as fast as possible
Radiant's
still.
bottom tower is
But he's
under
gonna
attack.
be able to farm a lot quicker now. Split push the lanes so much more effective.
Yep.
But the Roshan is still open for Vici. They have a TA, it's easy.
Vici Gaming will take this one down. Yeah, the max meld is there, so like you say, very easy rotation. They won't
Dire's
even
top
need
tower
Serpent
is
Wards.
under attack.
Treants will scout this out, it looks like, or a Treant, but I don't think... Oh, Titan may be able to get there in time. We'll just see. Maybe a little bit too late. Bear leading the way with the Radiant.
They can't
too
reach
late.
on time.
Roshan has
They hex the
fallen
bear. They
to
may
the
just focus
dark.
it down. There's no boots on this bear. Getting caught up in the cogs here. The battery assault as well gets cold feeded up. Venomancer throws an ultimate. The Poison Nova doing a decent amount of damage here. And combine that with the bear Radiant. We'll need a bear resummon.
He might go down.
Oh, is there a secondary summon? There we go. KYXY gets the bear back up. This could be trouble for Vici Gaming. They're all very low here, but KYXY down to half HP. If he dies, he's got no bear for 2 minutes. One more waveform from Sylar. Not going to be quite enough on its own. Needs the right clicks to go with it.
Oh,
1,
did he
2,
resummon?
3,
He resummoned!
4. Oh, I didn't know. He's not going to get
He
away.
resummoned?
Wow.
He resummoned the bear. That was. Oh my god! I don't know why he resummoned.
Thanks.
No, he resummoned the bear like back in the
Dire's
river.
top
Like
tower is
I
under
think it was
attack.
okay to resummon it.
Oh, okay. I thought he
No,
just.
no.
Because I saw the bear fight back. Okay.
That was just the return. That was the return. He
Oh.
resummoned the bear like really early on in the team fight because it died right
that
away.
means the bear got caught by the cold feet.
Cold Feet
Oh,
Cogs, they
that's
used everything just to kill the Spirit Bear, and the
70
Spirit Bear is scarier than any hero at this point.
Yeah, 70 seconds on his bear when he respawns. That's
That's
so much wasted precious time.
1 minute where this Lone Druid can't do anything. Can't farm map, can't push out lanes. His hero's just a sack of shit, so... I don't know. What?
He's like a
He's worse than a support hero.
big melee creep
Well, range. I guess range creep.
range, but he's okay. Range creep.
Well, it depends. He can choose whether he wants to be a melee creep or a ranged creep.
Oh, bottom lane. Nat is not gonna get to choose his life or death.
Silas just racking up kills and assists on the Morphling right now, as well as Tower Gold. He's, I think, finished off his Lincoln Sphere now.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he did. Oh, this is increasingly difficult. Getting increasingly difficult for Titan to try and use the Radiance to 5-man and push already.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Even when he gets it back up, they can't fight because that bear is so squishy. It just dies.
Yeah, TA just wrecks the bear.
And you've got plenty of disables to kill it.
Wouldn't
Plenty of
even be
disables combined with the
surprised-
tar damage.
Radiant's bottom
Wouldn't
tower
even be surprised
has
if one of
fallen.
the supports get Medallion for
Dire's
this
top
bear.
tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
EA is, I guess, going for an Aghanim Scepter, but what's Shadow Shaman thinking? He's got Blink Dagger for now.
He's already got Blink, okay.
Vici Gaming, they've got all this tower gold coming their way that they're just getting really rich. Especially your Shadow Shaman, who's
Dire's top
helped,
tower
I think, get
is
a
under
tower to
attack.
himself with the Serpent Ward. Actually,
Yeah,
more.
Venom is gonna
Dire's top
finally have.
tower has
Okay,
been
not his mech
denied.
yet. 50
yet.
gold.
Ah.
At 16 minutes, he still hasn't completed his mech.
I think Silo's, he's last hit at least 3 of these towers. He is just so
Filthy
farm
rich.
right now.
We need their stats back. In Warcraft 3, we have the stats that tower kills. How many tower kills?
Look, Winter, I tell you something, they're coming soon in our
Middle,
new
middle.
setup.
Net. Oh,
And he,
Oh,
the
the
Rocket
Rocket
Flare
Flare
misses.
he might live.
Jukin. Down the trees, Pyro Strike TP, he'll live. If that Rocket Flare hits, it's a killer, but
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
a
too
level
late.
4 Rocket Flare. Our TK will always max his Rocket Flare.
But yeah, some tower kill stats may be coming soon, Winter. Let's just say
Alright,
you
Kill them.
can dream it, we can do it.
Radiant's
That's
top
the
tower is under attack.
WPC slogan. Dream it, do it.
Dire's bottom
That's
tower
what we're
is
all
under
about
attack.
here at BTS.
Observer Watts purchase. Sentry Watts purchase. I remember back in those days where we just see what? This guy just bought 40 Sentry Watts in one game.
All right. Well, you need to let us know
Radiant's
everything
top
you want.
tower
Let
is
us know your
under
wish list,
attack.
Winter, and we'll put it together.
Okay, my wish list is coming soon.
All right. Well, meanwhile, Titan, they're going to
Radiant's
lose
top
another
tower
tower. They've
has
only got
fallen.
one outer tower remaining at this point. That's a worry.
Yeah. And when that happens, the shaman has blink. Like no one is safe. And when no one is safe, everyone has to clump up and farm. When you clump up and farm, when you have this lineup, it mostly ends up where you just get squeezed to death.
And once Morphling has an Ethereal Blade, he can just kill anyone he really wants to. Even if you're grouped up as 4 or 5, you just die to the Morphling, he'll
Yeah, it's
replicate out.
very similar to Ember. Come in, kill one guy, just fly out.
Yep. It's not going to be a fun life for Titan. This game 1 is very quickly slipping away from them.
Yeah, I think if they don't get anything done
Among
fairly
the
soon
hidden
with the
ones.
blink on the Sand King. Oh, Sand King didn't go for Epi. Oh well.
Ooh. I feel like he needs it as soon as possible. At level 8, he almost has to get it against Vici Gaming.
Yeah, he has to get it at level 8. Here comes the TA. Super's gonna scout things out. Has a haste rune. Oh boy, this looks so bad for them.
Hook shot onto X-Think. X-Think is instantly dead. Yamate will stay alive here. He's still got the mech as well, but the chase is now on. Have to worry a bit about this Radiance Bear. The Bear even just picking up a Chainmail. Anything you can do to tank up, and, well... Silo doesn't even care about coming to fights. He's just farming away, looking for the Ethereal Blade, I imagine. for him.
This situation, he's definitely wished that he went for a Midas.
The Bear?
Yeah.
I agree. He hasn't
He would
actually
have-
used the Radiance to accelerate. His farm slowed down because his bear's being
he
dead.
would have at least like 2,000 more than the current net worth.
Yeah.
Something like that, along those lines. At least 10k net worth. Something near the Morphling right now.
Radiant's
Very,
middle
it's such a, like a
tower is under
small
attack.
percent chance that Radiance Rush will actually be better than a Midas into Radiance. Like more
the
often than not.
Radiance is a good, the Radiance Rush is a good snowball option for you to have.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see the last T2 tower under siege now. Serpentwoods are there. This bear taking tons of damage. It could look towards a blink shackles onto it, although it is a bit dangerous against the Sand King who's got a Pyro Strike as well as his own blink dagger. Sand King, there we go. Level 8 Epicenter now into play. The Spirit Bear still getting fairly low here, below 600 HP. It looks like a blink Pyro Strike. Net completely airballs it. PGG, please.
Oh well.
Did he blink
That was-
dodge? I think he blink
Yeah, he
dodged the
blink
Pyro
dodged.
Strike.
He blink dodged the Barrow Strike. He was actually back. I don't think he saw net coming in. He
He
was
just backing off
may-
anyway.
Maybe he saw, but he looked small like he was just backing, and
Oh.
net caught him at a bad timing when he was backing off.
Nothing going the way of Titan in this game. Absolutely nothing.
He's not hiding in the trees. That's why.
Yeah. That's not the net place to be.
And you really need that stats. Time spent in trees.
That was one we were talking about the other day. I'm like, I don't think we could actually do that one, but if we could, Net would be hands down the winner of that category.
He would also be hands down. I remember I was talking to LD about the other thing about net. He is the guy that picks up the most runes.
Oh yeah.
The support that picks up the most runes.
I think Titan in general, like as a team, are always camping runes, whether it's... And even Ohio's always leaving his offlane to check runes, and then Net and Extinct are always camping out the runes in the safe lane.
Yeah, runes are difference makers.
That's how. I mean, that's partly why Titan do so well in the early game. Like they're a team known for dominating the laning stage. And look at the different runes you can get, and that's where they often pull ahead by getting a nice, easy kill using a haste or an invis or something along those lines.
Yeah, every small little bit of, and if you're not getting the invis and haste, it means that the enemy is getting it, and you're gonna be under pressure when the enemy gets his out.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite mandatory to try and control the runes as much as possible.
Well, Sila's now just 500 gold away from an ethereal blade.
Top.
That's worrisome.
And this is a 2-man plus replicate hunting party.
Plus Ice Blast. Ice Blast was flying out. Where'd it go? I thought I saw it. No, it was a rocket flare. Sorry, that's what it was. It was just scouting out the neutrals here.
I think they saw. Did they see something? They were pinging.
They saw the. Was that the Morphling
Oh,
replicate?
Ohio is screwed. Ohio is screwed.
He's got the Shadow Blade. Is there detection?
They have sentries.
Sentry as well as a Blink Hex as well.
Yeah, no chance.
Ohio should go down here. The Blink. Oh, dropped a bit late with the Sentry. Maxi almost gets out of range of the Sentry, but there's Silas showing up. They were a bit slow with the Blink Hex there, but they still get the kill.
Yeah, as long as you get the kill, it doesn't matter.
Well, Titan, they're back against the wall. 1 kill the entire game, 22 minutes in. They're 10k gold behind. They're up against a Morphling who now has an Ethereal Blade as soon as he gets the side shop, and I think...
Our TK, the captain, part of the 8 kills out of 11.
Wow. That's pretty big.
But he was the only death. For Titan.
Do it with flair.
Typical IRTK. Bottom lane though,
Oh,
Super gonna get a kill in the Sand King. Pays for it with his life though. That was the
Not
2
worth it.
supports ganking him.
Not worth it.
Not worth it for TA.
I mean, yeah, he died for tanking, actually.
I think
But
they
did
went
he
on
get
him
ganked?
though, and he just like turned and fought.
Okay, then he doesn't have a choice.
Radiant's top
Ethereal
tower
Blade
is
now up,
under
and
attack.
Silo gonna look for whoever comes top to defend is maybe gonna find an unpleasant surprise. But it's KYXY. He's pretty tanky. Maybe with the Shadow Shaman.
He's gonna
Serpent
get.
Ward.
I think he's gonna get a value cloak this game.
Yeah. And FY, he's doing some net plays. He's gonna hide in the trees.
Whoever is hiding in the trees is
Oh.
winning the game.
Where's the replicate's here as well? So there's a Shadow Shaman replicate ready to go.
Oh,
Blink,
he's waiting.
Hex, Serpent Ward. Need the Morphling to come in. He's gonna come in. Needs the Ethereal Blade soon. Taking a lot of damage is FY. FY gonna go down for this one, but they still get the kill, so kind of worth it. Tyler now in some trouble here, taking a lot of damage. He's gonna start morphing the string here. He's got no replicate up. Just waveforms off to the side. Doesn't make it past the trees. Blockwork gonna throw in a rocket flare, force out a mech, but not, I mean, I guess it's worth it for the lone druid, but it's still like only just worth it.
I think it's worth it as well. Even though you drop the wards, because you're killing the
Yeah.
position 1 guy and trading a support for it.
It just feels like Vici Gaming shouldn't have to make 1-for-1 trades. It feels like
Radiant's
they should
middle
be able to get a
tower
kill
is
and then
under
get out
attack.
without losing anyone, because they're so far ahead.
Yeah, the morphing had to come earlier if they wanted, but even if they would have killed the lone druid earlier, I still think the shaman, there's a good chance he would just die, because the
Yeah.
prophet can just TP in to sprout him for the Sand King to be able to catch up. Either way, I think it's okay for them to trade it for the lone druid. Still really good, and the Roshan is out.
Oh, Net's in the trees though. I love how he blinks in the trees to plant wards. Like he blinks up in
Oh,
this
yeah.
tree spot, puts a ward down, and that's pretty hard to detect or notice.
He's like the second happiest guy I know when Bring Dagger doesn't
Roshan
cost
has
mana.
fallen to the dire.
Who's the most happy?
The first is Mushi. He just
Okay.
he just messaged me, dude, I'm gonna get Blink on every hero.
Coming.
Meanwhile,
I mean,
Hex, that's the Spirit Bear. Hey, Ice Blast's gonna be used as well. Serpent Ward's getting dropped here. That's a
Oh.
stolen Serpent Ward from Rubik, but he hookshots his way out of there. The Serpent Ward's now on the ground doing decent damage. Super pops a BKB, wants to move forward on Yamate here. Yamate, he's popped the mech. That's not gonna keep him alive though. And well, now they can go back, clean up these Serpent Wards if they want to. They do a decent chunk of damage here, but it looks like they'll farm them up. XP, gold, Vici Gaming get some
Dire's
kills
bottom
and
tower
get out of
is
there
under
with
attack.
plenty of victory.
Oh, they are so much in. They are playing so well this game. So much in control. Like there was totally no at any point of the game they didn't even feel they were not in control.
RTK is on the high ground now. No hook shot
Radiant's
for 20
middle
seconds.
tower is under attack.
They'll get this tier 2 tower, it looks like. Even with Morphling having TP'd bottom, he's not needed for this
Radiant's
one.
middle tower
Yeah,
has
just
fallen.
look at the net worth. The TA and the Morphling are just ahead of everyone else. Even the TA is richer than your lone druid.
Yeah.
And your Venom is poorer than the enemy Shadow Shaman support and Clockwork.
Yamate's really struggled this game. Like, we have the MVPs. If there was a least valuable player, Yamate would be getting my vote. And I'm not trying to be too critical. Like, he's been, apart from this game here, he's been one of the best players for Titan. But this game has just not been a good one for him.
Yeah, he's not like very type of carry that goes I mean like a solo mid that goes like a panel type of playstyle. He's more of the OD type of player.
It's like when Mushi had, like, in the MLG Columbus final, and suddenly Mushi was on a Venomance, and he's like, what do I do, guys?
You're like, oh crap, why is Mushi
Dire's
playing Venom
bottom
then?
tower is under attack.
And it did not go well. Since then, I think he's played Veno again a couple. I think Mushi's getting better at those kind of heroes. It's definitely not like...
Dire's
center off lane.
structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Someday he'll be on.
Dire's bottom
Someday he'll be
tower
on
is under
Invoker.
attack.
Someday.
Oh, you're asking a lot there.
Yeah, he has to change a lot of his hotkeys to do that.
Okay.
I know he tried, but he just like, man, this is taking too much effort.
T1 bottom tower will get
Dire's
denied by
bottom
Sylar
tower
as he
has
TPs
been
in. And
denied.
I think Titan just want the tower down. They don't care whether it's
KYX
denied or
side.
last hit. Oh my god, they're going to kill the Spirit Bear again, it looks like.
Oh,
KYX
is this
is
the
there,
second
is
time?
just struggling. And next thing's going to be the one getting put out. Ethereal Blade Shotgun will finish him off. Yikes.
They're playing so well. Team movements and everything, like everything they need, they have. They have a vision of in the enemy jungle. They have a gem. Supports have every item they want to, and no one is getting caught out. Apart from the one time that TA got caught bottom, but
Yeah.
he still managed to kill one person in return.
AI Splash, look, it's just going to go flying top to maybe slow down this push a little bit. Not going to see any follow-up, and this will just be annoying for a higher. As it looks like bottom lane's where the real
Yeah,
push is going.
he's going to do the rat now.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
choice.
Radiant's
It's
the next
bottom
creep
best.
wave's pretty
tower
far
is under
away, and
attack.
they're already high ground, so he's going to be too late for this rat.
Yeah,
tower, I
that's
think,
the best
is
he
going
can
down.
do from this situation. It's the best he can do.
Looks like Morphling
Dire's
Salah just wants to
middle
try to finish down the
tower
tower.
is
He's got
under
the
attack.
Aegis here as well. This Spirit Bear has to be very careful as he's got a resummon. He does not have a resummon for 20
Radiant's
seconds here, so if they
bottom
lose the
tower
Spirit
has
Bear,
fallen.
they're in a lot of trouble. The creep wave for the most part has gone down, and the Plague Wards may push Vici Gaming back, so they stabilize, and it looks like with Prophet successfully getting rid of the next creep wave, the push is over for a good minute or so.
They still got what they came for, the tower, and
Yeah.
the next cooldown of the Shaman ultimate, it'll mean a Rex already.
They've still got 2 minutes left on the Aegis, so by the time Surf Mods are back up in 1 minute, they can actually go look for those Raxes if they time it right.
Yeah, they still have a good 1 minute window of opportunity to do it. It's just the next time they come and do it, the Prophet can do the same thing, but I don't think they can save the Rex.
Yeah. Prophet does have his Necro 3 now, but yeah, it's going to get, yeah, like you say, next time there's a creep wave, they're not going to need the follow-up creep wave. They'll get it just with the Serpent Wards, the Morphling and all that, and it looks like they are geared up towards bottom lane. Prophet has TP top, and Super may be going to consider defending that one. Speaking of Super, BKB, Yasha, drums, and he's going to have Desolator and 50 gold, which I imagine is what he wants to pick up.
Yeah, the Desolator is his best bet right now against the Laundry Bear. I don't think he will go anything else.
The burst damage just is ridiculous. And this bear, has he got his Salt Caress? No, he's close. He's very close, but not quite there. And even within the Salt Caress, I still feel this bear is just... It's so squishy
Dire's
just to the
top
nukes
tower
and
is
the
under attack.
chain stuns that Vici Gaming have.
Yeah, the bear is very weak against especially TA, minus armor, and a hard hitting carry like a Morphling. And the enemy has so many disables, like the Shaman and the Cold Feet together. Wow, just look at the position. Huh, this ward? This is the first time I've seen this ward. It looks like a
Which
replicate.
one?
I don't think you can see it on the minimap. It's here, near the tier 2 of the Dire side at bottom lane.
Oh!
Can
I
you
have
see
not
it?
seen this one.
Yeah, me too. Learn
I've-
something every day.
I've seen, yeah, the top one's become very popular. This is like, I call it the Kuroki spot, because he used this in a game against a Tinker, but...
This is actually really good considering that the Prophet, what can the Prophet do? Just backdoor towers.
That was Net putting it there, so Net's found himself a new Observer Ward spot.
Huh? No, this ward is actually Vici's ward.
The one at bottom lane? It's a Radiant
yeah,
Ward.
it's... How can you actually see it?
Dire's top
It's a
tower
green
is
HP
under
bar.
attack.
Oh, I cannot see. I don't know why. Maybe it's my settings.
Yeah, it's coming out somewhere.
It's actually not green on me. I don't know why.
Ohio's
Yeah.
been called out. He may go down. He's gonna try TP. He's gonna go.
Fight
Oh,
it.
the spill damage. Nicely
Your
played.
death was a
Let's find it.
secret I
Yeah,
could
it's
no
Net's
longer
Observer
hide.
Ward. So Net's
How can you actually tell by the color?
By the HP bar. It's a green HP bar, and then Dire units have red HP bars. Do you not see the HP bar for it?
I see it as a dire ward. This ward is a dire. This one, I'm talking about this one. Here.
Where are you looking? Can you ping it?
Here. I don't know, you can't see it. It's off the map. They're fighting.
Oh, Epicenter coming out here. Titan taking a lot of damage here, but Prophet actually buying back for this one. RTK though, the beast himself in the front lines. He's going to bring down Extinct. BKB from Super. He didn't go Deathly. X went for Crystallis, and now the Rax is exposed. 3 kills to 18, and Sylar has broken through the range Rax. He wants Yamate as well. Make it 3 to 19. As Steel Blade Shotgun comes out in KYX. Well, he may die, as he will die as well. And oh, RTK, he's not done. He's going to try to get Net as well, but Net gets himself to the fountain. 3 kills to 20. GG is called.
Check out the ward, quick. Bottom, here.
Okay,
here,
I see. Ah. What? These wards are all over the map. Did you see the one that Net put at the bottom lane? There was another one at the bottom lane as well.
Okay, so we were both talking about different wards.
When you said bottom tier 2 tower, the bottom tier 2 tower
said,
for the Radiant also had one
shit,
under there.
I said Radiant. I should have said Dire. Crap.
Yeah, you said Radiant, and there was a ward right there. Net put a ward underneath the trees. So you were confusing the shit out of me, Winter.
Okay.
Oh, man. Titan, though, these guys look deflated. These guys do not look happy right now. RTK says, easy peasy.
Yeah, our TK is definitely hands down the MVP of this match.
Yeah, I agree. But we'll see what happens in Game 2. Vici Gaming and Titan, they've got one game left. Our final WPC game of today. Winter, thanks for joining me. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be live with our last game. Vici Gaming vs Titan, guys. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned.